What was the next thing? Oh yeah, the cop killing, man. They still killing, man.
Right.
And then the crazy thing about it is they still killing in Minnesota and Minneapolis. You know what I mean? What's the brother Wright? They shot him. The lady gonna say that
she thought it was her taser.
Come on, man. Like, they on two different sides.
That's what I said.
They on two different sides. You got your taser on your left side, your gun on your right side. Well, or vice versa.
They know what side their gun is on.
But the thing about it is she had to pull for a while. She had to pull for a while.
Like, I don't get it.
You know what I mean? Like, let me ask you this question. If you was working at a job and you drove a forklift, and let's just say you drove the forklift to the wall, what would happen to you?
I'm getting fired.
I said that. I just said that recently. You're getting fired.
Right.
For sure. Fired. Why are they not held accountable for some of their actions, man? It's just like, how you kill somebody and say, I think it was by accident. That's what he said. I posted on No Holden Thought story. It said at the end of it, I didn't even post it because I was too upset. He said the officer, like the chief or something, whatever, he said, I think that she did it by accident. It was no intent. But listen, everybody can do something by accident. I could just hit somebody and say, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. What the fuck? You got to be held accountable for your actions. That goes for anything and anybody.
Right.
But once again, we here at this place, they still in trial for George Floyd. And it's not even about, like, we don't know at this point. It's about what we're going to do.
Right.
I'm just tired of it. You know what I mean? What'd you say, Ryan?
That's why I'm at with it. Been tired of it.
The fact that it's so damn pathetic. Like, that's...
Right.
Like, they can get away with killing people and it's just like, oops, my bad. Like, that's a hell of a mistake to make. Like,
but just think about this. What if I just hit you? Like, what if I just hit AJ and say, oops, my bad? No, I'm just saying, like, anybody. Like, I could just hit you in the arm. Bow. Oops, my bad.
Right.
What the fuck? I don't mean to curse.
And we talking way past that. We talking about she reached for her gun and shot him.
Right.
And was like, oh, damn.
And we already knew he was unarmed.
Right.
We knew he was unarmed and he was outnumbered.
Right.
He was unarmed, outnumbered. How do you get to the point that you grab the wrong weapon?
And then we talking about how many times we've seen these mass shootings where they get the suspect in custody unharmed.
And then
and we talking about a traffic stop
when they
ends up any one of us, my bad. Any one of us get pulled over. When I said my bad, I mean that for you to stop talking. Any one of us can get pulled over at any point in time, and we hit them dead.
No, because what gets me is these mass shooters when they take them into custody, they're trying to be sympathetic to whatever issues that they're having. But what really makes me mad is, like, not only are we tired of, we talk, like, white America act like they're so tired of hearing about it. We're tired of talking about it. We're tired of living it. Like, y'all tired of hearing it. We're tired of living it.
Yeah,
that's her. Like, do you know what type of traumatic and stressful and every type of other issue that we have just by seeing cop lights behind us, by seeing those sirens? Like, that's ridiculous. Like, you get pulled over and you like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it home to see my kids.
That's crazy.
That's the crazy thing.
That's a crazy feeling.
What's really ridiculous is for everybody. For why are we having these investigations? Why are we having these trials? Why do we have to look into these issues when I have not heard of a white person being shot by a cop yet? Like an unarmed white person being shot by a cop. I have not heard of it. Have you heard of it? Like they pulled over for a traffic stop and then this happened and then they get shot. Oops, my bad. I have not heard of one white person being pulled over and being shot, and it's leading to a situation. I've seen cops be spit on. I've seen cops they've been disrespected.
We showed a video. The cop got stabbed.
Right,
right.
He got up on him. He stabbed him.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
and he stabbed him in the neck.
And he didn't use deadly force. But what is it about our complexion that automatically makes us a threat? Like, what is it? Like, I'm not understanding. I'm smiling and I'm still a threat. That's what I don't understand. And that's what's so scary out here. Like, especially when you got young boys. Like, we scared for our young boys, we scared for our young men. Shoot, I'm scared for the women. Look what happened to Sandra Bland. Like, it's no pics.
Every time I get pulled over, I'll call somebody.
Right.
I get on the phone with somebody.
Right. You have no choice.
But you know what was crazy? That shit don't even hold no weight. I don't mean to curse. It don't even hold no weight, because at the end of the day, they recording.
Yeah.
They recording the actual act. And it's still not enough.
Exactly.
Because we see what's happened to George Floyd. Everybody see the knee in his neck. And now this dude only facing 3rd-degree murder. You know what I mean? So we talking about, at the end of it all, manslaughter. What, he gonna get 7 years? He took a man out. He took him out.
Yeah, his family ain't gonna be able to see him again.
It's crazy. You know what I mean? So now sometimes you can't say how you really feel. You know what I mean? It's just,
you gotta be
it's
careful.
safe. It's safe because we on a lot of different platforms
Right.
That we don't own.
Right.
Right. Because
Facebook
enough
will shut us down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even though we're telling the truth.
I can say one thing, like I can say, black people X, Y, and Z, and then next thing you know, I'm getting a message. You know what I mean? It's just, you can't even say what's need to be said. But we need to wise up. We need to know that at the end of the day, like, this is what's going on, and now what we're gonna do about it. Because the thing about it is, we keep saying the same thing. We keep saying the same thing. It's irritating, truthfully. At the end of the day, what we gonna do?
I feel like our generation, as far as our generation and the generations that came, like my grandparents' generation, is so divided, because our grandparents, they were willing to die for what they believed in. And that's what it boils down to. And you have people nowadays, they are not willing to.
They ain't willing to break a damn nail.
That's what it is. You have people that they're not willing to stand behind their word. And my dad always said, from the time I was a kid, if you don't stand for nothing else, stand on your word. That's what you have to stand on. You have to stand on your word, your dignity, your integrity. You have to stand on it. And our people, they too busy doing everything else. They too busy being popular. If you look at a lot of these other, like we were talking about last time, a lot of these other podcasts, they're not even talking about this issue, because they know it's gonna ruffle some feathers. This is not what they're talking about. They're talking about who was where you get your butt injection done, and did all the other strippers get it because you got it? And if so, where was they going? Like, I be following other podcasts and I look at the topics they talking about, and I'm like, are you serious? Like, they're not talking about anything to hold any weight, any merit, anything. But that's what y'all like. It's like y'all like the distraction. Y'all like to live in la la land. And then when it happens to you, and then when it happens to your family or your friend, now all of a sudden, we need to get out there. Y'all not for real.
It's too late.
Y'all not for real. That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all not for real. Y'all not for real. If y'all were, y'all be trying to get y'all license to carries. It's a whole lot of stuff that y'all need to do, and y'all not for real. Y'all not trying to do it. Y'all wanna be fly and look hard, instead of doing what needs to be done.
I agree with that.
Yeah, Ronnie put up there like the bull in the army. Like that was ridiculous.
Oh, man.
They just wanted to emasculate them.
If I was there, I would have just.
They just wanted to emasculate him.
Like I don't know, like.
They just wanted to emasculate that man. When he said, "What are you, corporal?" He said, "I'm a lieutenant." He said, "On the ground, lieutenant."
He said,
I was like,
he's fighting for our damn country.
Our country.
And this is how you treat them.
So other countries won't come over and take over our country, and you're gonna just act like. And mind you, he was uniform.
Exactly.
Uniform.
Like what? But keep in mind that guy got fired.
Yeah. I still ain't.
But
Still ain't.
That's not enough.
That was a superior officer.
The fact that he had the audacity to even think that was okay. Every time I see somebody who's in any of the armed forces, I always say thank you for your service. Every single time.
Yep.
Every single time I'm making my business, because everything I'm able to do is because I don't got people from other countries coming over here and trying to F with us. So the fact that you even have a job to be a cop is because there are people who are more brave than you, able to fight for our country and willing to die for our country. Not only that.
And that's what that guy said too. He said, all the stuff that I did for the country, and this how you be treated? Now what if he pulled? Like this guy training thousands of people and he just pulled out of the army now. Like, this boy. Yeah, I mean, we don't think. You know what I mean? We don't think. You know what I mean? But, you know, like when you in the army, they don't treat them as such. Like, why don't they have free medical?
They the real rock stars.
Yeah.
The way we treat these celebrities and stuff like that, they're the real stars.
They are fighting to keep other countries from taking over your country.
Right.
What? Just think about that. Somebody saying to themselves, I want to live on, you know, Rob Block. I want to live on Rob Block. I want to shut up shop over there. And the army say, shit, you ain't coming over here. You ain't coming over here. We gonna blow all y'all up. They don't know Rob from a can of paint. But guess what? They step right in. They intervene. Let's get to these comments, man. What are the comments at? I need to hear.
Well, let's see.
Right,
people said justice demand for our people. Also say are kind, very talented. If the black was the black crime, if the black on black crime stop and we stand united, man, they wouldn't know what to do. Nah, they wouldn't.
Armed forces.
But how the hell did we get to that?
There's no such thing as black on black crime. But go ahead.
Thank you.
I mean, we did that.
So tired of the time.
We get where that person's coming from. If we stop killing each other.
Okay, but white people kill each other
all
the time.
Just say stop killing each other. It's not black on black crime.
That's what I don't understand.
You kill people that's near you. Like what? You kill people that's near you.
You know what's crazy? But I was watching this documentary, and the one thing that came to my attention, it was this. It happened in Hawkins, Texas, and it was a small town, and this murder, like, it made national news because murder never happened there. It was a white guy. He killed these 3 white kids, and it was brutal. He raped one, shot the other one up. Like, nobody said, "Oh my God, this white on white crime gotta stop." White folk kill white folk all the time. Why is it just crime? But if a black person kill another black person, then it's black on black crime. Why is it not just crime? That right there puts the stigma on it. When you put the black on black, that's the stigma that you put on it.
And you know what's crazy? Black people is the ones that say it
all the time.
Right.
You know what I mean?
They immediately take that and run with it.
At the end of the day, it's good and evil. Crime is crime. It don't have a color. I mean, you got white people, Chinese people, black people, or Hispanic people do crime. I mean, that's just it. There's no such thing. You kill, maybe, it's black on black crime. No, they just shot the person that was selling drugs in their community. And they trying to sell drugs. That's it. I mean, there's no such thing as black on black crime.
Right. Territories.
But you know what? You know what I mean? That's just how. Because if it was a white person that was selling crack or whatever, and they wanted that corner or whatever, they're gonna shoot a white person. What do you call that? White on black crime? Like, come on, man. Back to the days crime. Come on, man. Like, it just.
Well, we already know the media. If a black person kill a white person, the media gonna paint the black person out to be a savage, and the white guy, even if he was selling drugs, he was the hero. Innocent bystander, even though he had 20 kilos on him. He was an innocent bystander. That's how it goes.
They say, man, that white guy was trying to pull him out of the game. He was trying to pull him out of the game, man. And that black guy said, no, I need no ground. And the white guy said, no, man, we don't need to sell drugs no more. But the whole time he on some Boston George stuff.
Mm-hmm. That the government supplied him.
Right.
The government.
Right.
But you know that's
we're gonna be on next week.
We're talking about next week. This damn thing. They gonna say, listen, Facebook.
It's been real.
Mark, I didn't say it. Ross said it. Just keep my half on. I didn't say it. Cut AG off.
Keep my half on.
Keep my half on. Just cut them off.
Somebody talked to Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, that was
sorry.
Mark Zuckerberg. Genius.
I thought it was Zuckerberg.
Ain't that what your man said?
I thought it was Zuckerberg.
Yeah, whatever. White guy on Facebook and Instagram now. You know what I mean? Let me in the comments. What Carl saying? Carl look like he going there.
Real talk.
Go ahead.
He said, real talk. We have to find our own. We have to find our own business. I think it'd be fun. Our own business. Start by supporting your local or neighborhood businesses. Right.
I'm big on that because only way that business gonna blow up. Now, let me give y'all.
Stop trying to get discounts. God.
I'm gonna get into that.
God.
When it comes to you got what's it called Spurgo. That's the young guy that's about 15, 16 years old, got his own clothing line, and one of the things. A lot of people support him because based off of who's seen with his clothes on. Let's start reaching out to people in your own community that have those things. There's so many people that have those things, but instead we just go with the norm. I'm gonna give me a Tommy Hilfiger. I'm gonna go give me a Polo. But when you got Spurgo and Milano, that's our luxury brand as far as
I got
black.
that shirt on today.
And if you need luxury sneakers, you could go to G Styles or the Yeezys or I mean, it's so many other different brands that you could go to, but we don't go looking for it.
Yeezy crazy. I can't support that crazy.
Who? Yeezy?
Yeah, I can't. Some of the stuff that come out that man's mouth, that I can't. I just can't.
It's keep in mind, it's not to be true. It's to shake you.
No, when he went on TMZ and he said to those people, he was like, to stay in bondage for all that time, that seemed like a choice. And the black guy that was on there was like,
I agree with Kanye
serious?
West. I agree with Kanye West.
You can't be serious say that was a choice. You have you mentally, you fractured a people mentally, and you think that they have a choice. We all know that there's a Stockholm syndrome. Mm-hmm. That happens after generations of breaking people. So for you to go on national TV and say to a bunch of people that are not us that we chose to stay in bondage for hundreds of years, you can't be serious. I don't support that type of nonsense.
Let me ask you this question. You have a choice. If somebody was, if you was going to school every day, you going to school and somebody was punching you on your face every single day, it was a bully. You have a choice to make that bully either stop, like to defend yourself. You have a choice.
That's not the same thing.
Different. No. But this is the thing. The choice with that is either you're going to live or you're going to die.
But this is what makes me mad. Do you know
you're going to live or you're going to die?
Do you
now,
know
would you prefer to be in bondage or be dead?
But do you know how many revolts there were on record of blacks that literally try to rise up against their oppressors? There's more than 100.
But what I'm saying to you is, if more people was like that,
but they were.
That's what's wrong with the black community now.
No, the problem
everybody can't stick together.
But this is what I'm saying. There was, but nobody talks about those. There are over 200 cases that are on record of black slaves that went against their slave masters and they died. They died for what they believe in. Some of them didn't die. Some of them were tortured. Some of them had body parts ripped off and everything else. But they did not stop fighting. But these are the ones that are on records. So imagine if it's over 200 that are on record, how many do you think that are off record?
Let me ask you this question.
Because if you want to disgrace the people, what you do is you erase their history. You erase where they come from. And what you do is it discourages the others. If we don't let this, if we gonna keep this.
If you seen Roots, right? Roots, when they was fighting on the boat, they was trying to they was trying to take over the boat. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that happened on the boat was they was all fighting, they was getting it in, and then they took the cannon and they shot the biggest guy head off. Mm-hmm. At that point, they could keep fighting.
Yeah, they could.
But guess what? They seen the biggest warrior go down.
Right.
So they was like, oh, let's bow down. They had a choice.
But you have another boat where you had all of the slaves that was on the boat after they killed everybody that was on the boat. What they did, because one, they didn't know how to maneuver the boat. Okay. What they did was they all walked into the sea, and people didn't understand where Beyonce got that from, because she put it in a video where the people was walking in the water, and they're like, why was Beyonce so weird? No, that was history. You actually have a slave boat full of hundreds of Africans, and they walked into the water because they said that they would rather die by the ocean than what laid ahead.
Right. So, and that's how I feel.
You cannot take away from our people. That's any. But
that's exactly.
But that's.
Hold on. But when he say that slavery, it's nothing wrong with saying slavery is a choice.
It most definitely is, because it was not.
How?
They were captured
against their will. Hold on. You can die.
Yeah, they could.
You can say, fuck that. I'm not.
Yeah,
let me go. Like
they could.
And if everybody said it, because keep in mind, when it came to slavery, it wasn't like it was more people that was capturing black people than it was fucking black people.
No, but you had people that were in chains, and these chains are damn near the shackles that prisoners wear today.
Listen to what I just said. Listen to what I just said.
They're nothing compared to the shackles they were wearing then. These are heavy shackles.
Listen.
What are they running to?
Listen.
Then you have buck breaking. You have so many different ways that they use to torment. We talking about traumatic events and stress that we see from just a person getting shot on the street and them being mentally messed up. Imagine a wife having to watch her husband be raped.
Right. What you got to say?
Continuously.
The whole thing, I don't think you can go either way with it. You can't take away the psychological aspect.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
if you control somebody's mind, if you control the mind, you control the action.
When you say somebody has a disease, like now they're saying a drug addiction is a disease.
Okay. Right. And if you control the mind.
I somewhat don't agree with that, but that's neither here nor there. So the psychological aspect of it is some people can't overcome it. It's like you can't just say that's too big for somebody or that's too small for somebody. But I get what you're saying, because it is somewhat of a choice, but I think it's a gray area along the line. You can't just go 100% it was a choice, 100% it wasn't, because it's for everybody. Some people can't stand to leave their children behind.
Right.
Like, if I'm going to die, I don't want to leave my children behind. But I can't blame that person for that. But some people are like, well, whatever, I'm going to do what I got to do, and whatever happens, happens.
But just think about it like this.
And on top of that, I think it's extremely disrespectful for somebody who's living free, who haven't had to deal with any of that, to say what somebody else had a choice.
No, but and that's the one thing that I can say. Like, okay, well, he should have been more. Like, he should have been more. I guess gave more details to what he was talking about.
And that's kind of where she said it, because you have enough. Just like we said, have a respect for the people who are fighting for this country, right, and keep us safe. Have enough respect for the people who had to watch all that stuff, to come out with a better choice of words. Right. Have enough respect for the people who look like you, but were treated way worse. Hold on. Okay. You're able to partner with Adidas, who's a white-owned company, to be a billionaire or whatever, close to billionaire. Right. And then you're going to have the nerve to say out your same mouth, to say something bad about black people who didn't have that same opportunity. Right. That's not okay.
Well, the thing about that was, it was more so like, when he made that statement, and granted, I don't know what he was coming with.
She said, he came out. Rodney said, you came out the hat.
Yeah, listen. He said it was like a choice. We all had choices. That's 100% fact. Now, at the end of the day, it's either you going to abide by those choices, abide by those rules, or you going to just do whatever you want. Now, when one of the things when you do security, they teach you about control. Control. If you ever think about this, if you just take time, anybody that's listening, control is not about more. So you have more pedestrians than law enforcement.
Pedestrians. We know what you mean.
Pedestrians over law enforcement. It'd be about, let's just say 20, but it's 100 like civilians. They understand the psychological of control.
Right.
It's control.
That's what we sit here saying.
No, but that's the thing. But we all have a choice to be controlled.
But the whole thing about that is, as what Kanye was saying, as much as it's easier for us to sit here and say this now,
right,
if things don't go the right way, we wouldn't be here now.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this question.
Be here now.
Now he making me stand the fuck up.
Rodney.
Let me ask you this question.
The reason you can ask me that question is
Right.
because...
Let me ask you this question.
Right.
Let me ask you this question. You, right now, could a white person come right now, and make you a slave?
That's neither here nor there.
No. Answer the question. That's a question.
That's neither here... No, he can't.
Why is that? Because, why? Why he can't make you a slave right now?
Because one white person can't do anything.
But that's what they was dealing with back then. It's a choice. It's a choice right now.
One white person.
It's a choice right now.
But it was more warriors than it was slave owners.
It was. And
it was more.
And what we're talking about, what you got to remember, what we're talking about, you had Africans that were trying to kill themselves and they weren't even being allowed to kill themselves. They weren't allowing them to kill themselves.
But that's what I'm saying.
This is what I'm saying. And one thing we have to remember is our brain is the strongest organ on our entire body. If you can control somebody's mind, you can control every single thing that they do. So if I break you, and I make you feel like there's no hope, now not only am I gonna rape you, not only am I gonna take you, not only am I gonna take your child, I'm gonna take your man too. You thought he was gonna protect you, now I'm gonna take him. And then guess what? And now I got him chained. And now he can't move. He can't even kill himself because now he feel like less of a man.
Watch this.
And guess what you gonna do? You gonna clean my house,
Watch
or
this.
I'm gonna do it again with you.
And the thing about
and if you think you leaving them kids,
it's easier for us to say it now. Like I said,
that's what I'm saying. The brutality of it.
We've evolved
the
as a people.
brutality of it.
So
let me ask you this one question.
Go ahead.
Let me ask y'all this one question. Ain't nothing fucking changed then. Ain't nothing fucking changed. We in the same situation. Ain't nothing changed. They still control us. They still control us.
As far as a lot of things.
Only thing that changed as far as rights, that the laws that was put in place, but it's still control. We still look at situations. White cops is still killing black people. It's still the same thing.
Nah, I'm not.
It's not the same.
I'm not gonna say.
We're not considered.
We keep saying, hold on. We constantly saying, just because they not saying they seeing Brahim on the situation 25, 25, 25, 45, 45. They not doing none of that. But now it's more so like, but I can control you though. Because guess what? I can make you say, buy the new sneakers. We make you guys focus on the things that's not important in life.
Nah, but
we able to still kill the Ku Klux Klan,
because
the police officers.
Us doing that though.
Huh?
They've recruited people like us to do that though.
Right.
So it's a whole lot different.
Well, every police brutality that I've seen, it ain't a black person that's doing it. It's a white person.
I'm talking about the first part. You said they can make us buy this and buy that. This is why I don't understand rappers still coming out and want to have all this jewelry and stuff like that, and it sets it up for. That's why we talk about DMX.
Right. DMX, he never been a flossy person.
I've never seen him.
Never. Anything you ever seen him with was a damn doggy chain. Was like one of them doggy bracelet things.
The one thing that I never understood, and when we talk about black folk and we talk about jewelry, the one thing I never understood is how, granted, if you don't have it, don't spend it. But what I don't understand is why we try to demonize the folks who do it. Like we don't. That's where we come from. That's where we did that. We did that when we were in huts, and we did, and they would just take a mallet and they would just bang the gold. And when the Europeans and the conquistadors went over to Africa, and they couldn't believe the fact that they saw Africans in huts dripping in golds, dripping in emeralds, dripping in diamonds. They like, these savages are out there dripping in gold. Mm-hmm. And here it is, we trying to figure out where we can get it from. So just like what Mr. T said long ago with that video, he said he wear all that gold chains on his neck because that's the tribe that he came from. And he was like, when people ask him, is it heavy? He said, nobody ever asked my ancestors, was those shackles heavy? Mm. He said, they never asked my ancestors, was those shackles heavy when they were on their necks? He said, so I wear all this gold to remind me of that. And then those sneakers kept him humble. He didn't go buy a billion more chains. He just wore those chains that he had. And he wore those rings that he had.
Couldn't see Mr. T neck.
Right, you couldn't. That's what I'm saying. You couldn't see his neck. But why are we penalizing the people that do wear it? First of all, if you got it, go ahead and get it. But if you ain't got it, you gotta use.
Because they still ripping her hand to get it.
Exactly.
And selling it back to us.
That's true also.
So that's 100% not okay.
I mean, exactly.
See,
this
but
is true
blood
also.
diamonds.
This is true also.
Shout outs to Kanye West, because he made us aware of that. He made us
Rodney
aware of
gonna
that.
say, yeah, you can't go against Mr. T.
Kanye West he made us aware about the blood
Tracy, take to
diamonds.
school. Thank you, Tracy.
He came out with the song "Diamonds Are Forever."
Well,
And then
you
turn
got it
right
from
around.
The movie though.
Right.
No. Kanye West, once he figured out and he found out about the diamonds, he stopped wearing diamonds.
But you know that documentary came out before the movie came out, before that song came out.
Well, I mean,
that the movie was based off of about blood diamonds.
Once
But he said in the interview he saw the movie. That's
Right.
why he
And
said,
and that's why he
they
made
did
the
on
song.
remix.
Right.
right. That's
He didn't conflict the
Right.
diamonds. Just they
I mean, but then he
jacked up
turned
a lot
around
of
and he bought Kim that ring with the diamond that was like that. So
I don't know about
Right,
that.
so-
You know what I mean? He not with her no
the
more.
good with the bad, the good with the
No,
bad.
no. She's not with him anymore.
Right.
It don't matter. They not
It do
together.
matter.
They
It
not
do matter. It
together.
do matter. It do
Right.
matter.
They not
This is
together.
what I'm saying.
They not together.
It matters a lot. She's not with him anymore.
Kanye West is one of the
over.
biggest.
Thank you, Chanel.
Hold on, time out.
He
Kanye
taking
West
his
is one of the
meds, he
biggest.
make all the sense.
He one of the biggest influences in the entire world,
Yeah, because
It's true.
when College Dropout
and he's
was
a
out.
billionaire.
So
You
why
know what
didn't
I mean?
he marry a black
When
woman?
Huh?
So why didn't he marry a black woman, Mr. Influence?
I can say that to a bunch of people.
No, we talking about Kanye West. We ain't
I'm
talking
just
about a bunch
saying.
of people. There's a bunch of people who influence the world too. We talking about Kanye West.
I don't know.
This is true.
I don't know.
This is
I don't
true.
know why he didn't marry a black woman.
No, you know
I don't
why?
know.
You know why?
I guess maybe it's not
You
accepted.
know why? The same,
or he needed
the same,
token.
Exactly.
He needed token.
Exactly.
But
How
he
you
ain't the
ride
only
bus?
one.
With a token.
He listen. He believe me
He
this.
wanted to get on that bus, right?
He ain't the only one.
Yeah, he ain't the only one.
He ain't the only
He
one.
ain't the only one.
You know what I mean? You want to talk about Kanye West? David Chappelle. He got a Chinese woman.
Yes, he does.
You know what I mean?
I think she's Vietnamese. Or I don't
You
know.
have Kevin Hart, Philly's own. You know what I mean? It's so many people that we could talk about
Right, 'cause
that
Kevin
they ain't got no women.
He did drop the one that
You know
had
what
the
I mean?
locks. He did drop the one that had the locks.
Listen,
Hold on. What's the nationality of the one he's with now?
who
Some
Kevin?
type of Asian. Some type of Asian.
Who Kevin Hart?
Yeah, some type of
She
Asian.
ain't black. I know that damn
She's some type
much.
of Asian. I've never
Yeah,
seen
she
her.
Man,
is.
she
She's
mixed
something
with
else.
something else.
Yeah, she's something
She
else.
ain't black.
Right.
You know
At
what I mean?
all.
Cause she look up. She ain't black. She's something else, like Pakistani or something. She
is
ain't.
not.
I don't know what the hell she is. She ain't black.
She is not.
You know what I mean? Well, you know these days they say
Lord.
it's everybody else in white. That's how it go normally. It's everybody else in white people. You know what I mean? So I don't know which she
But
is
see,
technically.
we can't claim to everybody else because everybody else be quick to say they not black. So we can't claim
You
to
talking about
everybody
Tiger?
else.
Hey,
the-
listen.
I wasn't
Tiger
talking
Wood
about
ain't
Tiger.
never date no black woman.
Talking about Tiger because he only want to claim.
Well, he didn't date no black woman once he had the fame.
This is true.
You know what I mean? It's so man, please.
Go ahead, tell.
Please.
Speak on it.
Please. It's
Speak
too
on
many
it.
of these guys that's like that.
Right.
Hey,
I mean,
man,
honestly, I love watching the Jay-Z and Beyonce relationship. I love watching it. Man, look. Angela Bassett and her husband love what do you see like
You
that
see
doesn't mean he
Denzel
love
Washington and his wife?
Right.
They
love his wife. Love
Samuel
love
L.
to
Jackson
see
and his wife.
it. Right. Right.
Man,
Love
it's
to see it.
thin. It ain't like it's a lot of them.
I mean, I mean,
Even Ghost.
they got their
What's his
entanglements,
name?
but Will and Jada.
Chad. What's his name? Omar. Whatever his damn name is. Oh, Ghost from Power.
No, she
white.
I was about to say she not like.
She white. You know what I mean? But that's the point that I'm making. Like he chose. That's what. But you know.
I mean,
it ain't look like
the
he-
people that's gonna say love is
it
love.
ain't like-
We're not
it
saying
ain't-
right. We're not
100%
saying
love is love.
Right. We're
No,
not
love is
saying-
love.
100% love.
But at the same time, like we need to
Rodney
understand.
gonna say Robert De Niro and his wife.
Who Robert De Niro?
Robert De Niro. She black.
Oh, she black?
Oh, all he dates is black women.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well,
All of his wives.
he don't count because he Italian. Robert De Niro don't count because he Italian. I'm just let me throw that out there in advance.
He definitely loves his chocolate. He loves the chocolate.
No, the only reason I brought up Kanye and made that correlation is because we spoke on Chad Wheeler and his girlfriend, and it was kind of like that's what she did.
He said she deserved that.
She deserved that. So that's why I said Kanye ain't with his wife. He deserved that.
No, that's true. But Kanye West is winning. Like Kanye West is winning.
Is he though?
He was doing his thing
he's
before
winning.
her.
He's winning.
Hold
he's
up,
winning
Kanye West is winning.
He's winning money wise. He's winning money wise. He most definitely is.
I mean, he play stupid a little bit, and then everybody buy his sneakers.
I don't buy his
for $400-$500.
I mean,
don't buy his sneakers.
shoot, Jordan is winning. He re-releases the same sneakers over and over
Jordan
again.
is now with a young white
and he
woman.
make them cheaper.
And he wears shoe boots.
You know.
And he wears shoe boots.
And he takes the Jordans and he mixes it with Supreme or something else, and they
Well, look at
$400.
Eddie Murphy. Look at Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy. Look at
Eddie
the newest
Murphy.
woman that he with. And he just released what? Coming to America?
Yep.
He with a white woman too?
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Nothing. No, if any white women are watching, we have
Right.
no issues with you.
No, I don't have a problem with.
Just put that
Right.
out
That's
there.
why I said
No,
we're
I don't
not
have a problem
saying.
with love. Like Rod said, and AJ said, love is love. So you can date whoever you want.
Right.
But keep in mind,
There's a
these
point.
are the things. These are the things that you
It's
face
a point
with.
that we were trying to make.
Right. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, like I would hate. I ain't gonna lie to you. To see Dr. Umar Johnson date a white woman based off of everything that he say.
He
I
dated
can't
a white
accept-
woman?
No, I said.
Oh.
You see how you got? You see how you got? No, you motherfucker. No.
Good for nothing. Negro.
No, I know.
Like-
But it's like you don't have a problem with white women.
No,
Because
I
shout
don't,
outs
I
to
don't,
Crystal.
yeah.
We just had her last week and we was
Right.
talking and she liked the culture and you know what I mean? And we actually
Crystal.
vibed and you know all that.
Crystal funny
It's a
as she
lot
is.
of people that follow just no holding thoughts in general. So it don't have anything to do with as far as race. But the thing about it is it's just what we've been through as far as our ancestors
about
and
Shanice.
currently it's not we
Yes,
can't
Tracy
deny it.
Jeezy. Because Jeezy.
Jeezy date a Chinese woman.
No, they're married now.
Okay, wait.
When
You know,
I tell
they're-
you, Jeezy that was the artist that I would listen to.
I can't
he was
believe
one
that
of those
Jeezy
artists.
dated her. Like, I mean, or
He
married
was
her.
one of those. He was
Oh,
one of
you
those
don't know who
artists.
she dated? He married the girl
chick
from the
The Talk.
no, The
Talk.
View.
No,
I thought it was
Talk.
called The View.
No, that's a different show.
Oh,
That's one with the older people.
Oh, okay.
The Talk is the newer one with the younger people.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah,
her.
from The Talk.
She Chinese.
She still on the talk?
Yeah, she's still on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's.
And I mean, like when you see, like when you think of Jeezy, when you see her, it's like
Thug Motivation.
I don't
was
see.
like,
I don't see the
I couldn't
connection.
believe it. I couldn't believe it.
But obviously, love is love.
Yeah, I mean,
Me personally, I can't see me really dating out my race, but love is love.
Ronnie
but
said she Filipino. Also, somebody
all
answered
the
that
same.
question about don't do
all
that.
the same.
Somebody
It's all
answered
the
the question about Kevin Hart's wife. They said the dad is Jamaican and the mom is Asian.
she ain't black. You talk to any Jim. Listen.
I can't stand her.
You talk to
I
a
can't
Jamaican
stand her.
and say
can't
you
stand
black.
her.
You talk anybody that talk to a Jamaican and say you black. I guarantee you they let you know
That don't
that
mean
they not.
anything.
I'm just letting you know. Jamaicans is not black. They tell you that they not black. They will tell you that they not black.
That's
They
what
say
they-
I'm Jamaican.
That's what they be saying, and I be telling them.
I tell them,
You
boy,
wrong.
you just was on a boat at a different time.
Right,
They
gotta-
dropped you off at
right.
a different place.
Your stop was different than my stop.
That's it.
That's the only difference, right?
You fool.
You got on
You
the boat.
Jamaican. We all the same. You just was dropped over there. I was dropped over there.
Because I think they stopped in the islands first, right? Yeah, I think they stopped in
I
the
think
islands
so.
first. So
They
yeah.
had a couple boats. Boy, you was
You
dropped
got
over
off-
there.
You got off sooner. That's all. Your grandpop got off sooner than
And
my
you
grandpop.
talk different than me. Because you was over there. But we all the same.
I be trying to explain that to people. An application don't say, are you Jamaican or Haitian? It say black.
Black. And boy, you gonna put black.
Right.
Boy.
What you gonna make your own box and write on the side? Like,
There's others.
actually, right.
Well, they do have others.
And they gonna laugh in your damn face.
They're gonna say, Jamaican, why he just didn't fill out black? African American is sitting right there. Because they know. When you get, listen. I mean, but we the only race, but if you look at it, we the only race that go up against each other like
Yeah, because
this.
white just
Yeah.
say white.
We the only race that go up against each
Novella
other.
said, new slogan, she ain't black.
Novella, what are you?
See, now Rodney said his homie Jamaican and will tell you in a minute. She black. And then Chanel said...
Rodney
no
a
shade.
damn liar. Rodney a liar.
Chanel said, no shade. If you mix with another race, most of the time they're claiming the other race if they don't look black, so she ain't black.
No, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Damn, y'all gonna start that she ain't black thing?
No, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hashtag she ain't black.
Right, don't y'all start that.
You got
they gonna trace it back to us.
You got a percentage of black in you. You're black.
Right, that's the one drop rule.
Because that's the same thing with Obama. Obama is like half and half.
Right.
But guess what? They say he the first African American president.
Right.
They ain't say because his mom white or something like that.
They said whatever your father is what you are.
They don't give a damn. Because and what's crazy is when you black and you can have any. Listen, that's the only DNA that you can see it. That's the only DNA. Like if you put black DNA into anything,
race, yep.
And they say black DNA creates every other DNA.
Yeah.
So, did anybody ever use black paint? How dominant black paint is? That's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
Black paint dominates so much, like it's not even real.
You had that art class in Fitzsimons. You had that teacher.
Of course I did.
I can't think of the teacher's name, but that teacher had us do an experiment at that time.
I forgot her name.
I forgot her name too.
But yeah, but that's the thing. Like black is so like dominant. Like it's.
Chanel talking about I'm playing.
Chanel is who? Chanel who?
This right here. Chanel.
Oh, Chanel. Oh, okay.
I ain't want to put out her last name.
No, I thought you was talking about another Chanel. No, I mean at the end of the day, Chanel, you black. That's it. If you was claiming anything else, you're a damn fool. And they not watching your TikTok
Thank you,
videos.
Novella. Novella said the show popping tonight. Glad I stumbled over this. Y'all making me laugh. And my dad. The F up.
So your dad.
Shout out to y'all,
shout out
man.
to your dad. Shout out to you.
I appreciate that. I said what's up. You know what I mean? You should tune in often.
This is true. This is true.
That's what you should do.
This is true.
What's that Novella? That's what you should have done a long time ago. Because we always tripping.
No, he be tripping.
We always tripping and sipping.
He be tripping and sipping.
Tripping and sipping. There ain't nothing in here. Because I took it. I lost it in the last show. I had to get my life together. I ain't gonna lie to you. Sheesh. Oh my God, man. The last show, I was blind.
I started to say something, but I ain't gonna say that.
Just read the comments.
He talking about AJ, just read the comments.
We regulating you to comment reading now.
Just say it.
Just say it. AJ, just read the comments.
Say it. AJ, say it.
Beating on the joint, about to start
So
beatboxing.
that time the ride was sipping and sipping and tripping.
164 episodes.
That show was hilarious.
I love you.
No.
I love you, y'all. Everybody that's out there knows the thoughts.
What was the word he trying to say? What was the word he trying to say?
I forgot.
Damn.
Ross said a lot that day. He talking about something. We talking about something else. He talking about something. Braheen is a good friend. This motherfucker. I said, I know he drunk. I know he on something today.
No. Stop saying on something, because she kept on saying,
yeah, I know. She did kept saying.
Hold up.
She kept saying, "Rah, you high?" She kept saying like a crackhead. Like, no. Rah was drinking alcohol.
Is that why you always have a hoodie on? You trying to tie it up the track marks?
Rah was drinking alcohol.
Right.
And came in here under the influence.
He was at the door for 10 minutes trying to get in.
As soon as he walked in the door, he took some.
And then they was like shooting.
He took some.
I'm like, yo, don't get out of here. They people reaching. And then you watch the playback. I don't know who that is.
Right, you see, I'm like in my pocketbook.
People sliding over. I'm like, grab my pocketbook. And then, like you said, your friend said y'all was gonna shoot him. Like, dang. And y'all talking about the cops not giving people a chance?
He took over. What's going on, folks?
Who else has a key?
He took myself. He picking up the mic stand and shit. He took myself. What's going on, folks?
Nah, it wasn't like that. Who else would have a key?
Oh man.
And they was gonna shoot my ass.
First of all, we didn't know there was a key because you couldn't get in. And when I saw the knob
how else would
shaking,
the door open up?
it took a minute for the door
How else
to
would the
open.
door
I said,
open
yo,
up?
they having troubles. Hand
No,
me the
but
lock.
Rod, you
Jimmy-
like
Jimmy-
normally you get the
I don't
key,
know. Right, you
wiggle,
get right
you come
in, there would be no
or
problems.
whatever. But
Not
Rod,
that day.
you was
Not that
stuck
day.
for a while,
Not that
and then when
day.
you came in, you came in with a
said-
smile. Like
It's all the time I get
You
stuck.
You
Happens
came
all
in.
the time.
You open the door.
No, not like that,
You
Rod.
open the
You ain't
door.
never been like
You
that.
open the door like a kid that snuck out the house and got caught by their parents. You came.
Rod,
in,
you
was like,
you probably tried every key that was on your key ring.
Nah, I only have 2 keys in the key ring,
Right, you took a long time.
and 2 of them are for that door.
Yeah, but right, you took a very long time.
2 of them for that door. So
Yeah, well, I guess you
can't.
used-
I can't. Use
I guess you
everything.
used the other one 3 times.
Nah, couldn't.
Oh God.
Because
I wish y'all could have
the
seen
other
it.
2. Had 2
I wish
more.
y'all could have seen it from this end because I was.
That's
in
what I'm
tears.
saying. If everybody
I'm
would
in
have
tears
seen.
all over again.
Hold up.
I was
I'm
the
trying to- I'm
guy
about
that
to
could.
see.
It was hilarious.
I don't even have my key.
Oh,
Where's my
man.
key? I was gonna show you how Rod was. I don't even have the key.
That cheese when he came in is what got me.
He was just smiling. What you laughing at? We stressed. Like we ain't
What
talking.
the hell was y'all stressed about?
We thought somebody was trying to get in.
Yeah, like we about to.
Y'all had the stressful leaving.
Clearly.
He said y'all was reaching for the stressful leaving.
You sure did was.
Talking about some we stressed.
AJ, stop the damn show.
Hey, talk about we
said-
stressed.
she said-
How the hell y'all stressed?
All you see, AJ took.
Hey,
I said, hey, my pocketbook.
hey,
I'm sitting up there like, hold on, y'all.
yeah. They stressed. What is it?
like-
Y'all got a lot of nerve.
Look,
talking
look.
about
I'm
y'all
like,
stressed.
hold on, y'all.
Hey.
As long as it's on live, we good.
And y'all like,
Intruder! Intruder!
Stranger danger.
you see her sliding over more and more. Like, it's all right.
At first, AJ
gonna ride
didn't want to
his
do
ass
nothing. But the dude was getting a little too intense.
Nah. Nah, I watched it. She looked up and you could see her like flinch a little bit towards the bag.
Yeah.
She
No, she kinda
was
like-
ready. Stressed. That's what the officer said when they shot the motherfuckers. They was under duress. Y'all was stressed.
I know what's going on.
Y'all was stressed. You didn't.
Right,
you obviously didn't care
Hold
because
on, time out.
whatever came through that door wasn't going to know what was
Right,
going on.
we had a whole subject. And
Whatever
next
was
time,
going on was going to catch you.
the subject changed from.
Yes, Rodney,
I
he was
didn't-
late.
I didn't-
Yes, Rodney, he
I-
was late.
I
and he
didn't.
ain't
I didn't
called
know.
us.
I didn't know what was going on.
He came out here. We was talking about. Yeah. You know, Brahim is a good guy.
The last thing y'all was worried about was on the other side of the door.
No, I ain't gonna lie to
Oh,
you,
man.
Rod. That door was moving a little too much.
Oh my God.
Exactly.
It was just moving.
That's why I'm laughing at the stress thing.
I was stressed. I was under duress.
I didn't know what was going on.
You moved so smoothly over, so you feel like you wasn't.
Yeah, she talking
you
about
wasn't
something.
nervous or
She
nothing.
said, "Oh, somebody. Oh, hold on, y'all."
yeah.
That's how she went out the camera. She talked about something.
do that.
She's like, oh, we
somebody
gonna
at the-
handle this.
She
We
said
gonna handle
something.
this.
She said
Hold
somebody
on.
at the door.
Don't worry about
Hold
that. Don't worry about that.
I didn't do
And
I
then
said,
you gonna
damn.
tell. And then this is the whole other thing. You gonna tell me you stressed, and then gonna tell me, Rob, he was about to get it.
Yeah, right. It was.
You said that. Miss, I was under duress, Rob. You don't know how close you was.
4th of July.
Yeah, you ain't know how. I told my girlfriend. Like, that's
It was going down.
Hey.
It was going down, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
Oh
It was going
man.
down.
I'm just saying,
Yeah, bro. I came in here. And
Yeah.
thank
it is
God
my
was
right
Rod.
as an American.
Because if we
Hey, first-
see anybody outside of Rod, I gotta post that video.
Thank
I
God.
I got a video. I
Thank
got
God it was Rob.
No, I got an
You
old
said-
video. Rod talk.
wasn't again.
Listen, Rod asked me
man.
about if somebody
Tracy said, "Let
break
him go
into
home
my
and wait."
house and if I snitch. I got that video. I've been to post it.
Wait,
and I
what?
was like, God bless his soul. That joke was funny as hell. I said, I ain't posted yet. I'm gonna post it on Friday. It's a throwback video. This is when in my basement, and Rod said, so what if the killer come to your house and he come to your house? And I said, God rest his soul.
right.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna post that joint. Watch
That's
this.
too damn funny.
That joint was definitely funny.
That
But
was a minute.
Shut
ago.
up,
That was-
Rob.
no, it definitely was.
Rodney talking about, see, that's why these chicks shouldn't be licensed to carry. Rodney,
Yeah, she's ready to
better.
shoot up. Like,
First of all, I
shouldn't
wasn't the only one who reached for my bag.
Hold on.
No, I ain't had to reach for no bag.
But hold on. To be honest with
I'm
you,
always ready.
let's be honest.
You said
You was about to shoot somebody who paid half the rent here. Like we see like you was you gonna take over
But
my
he was
half?
about to
Like,
too.
he got every right to
What
defend
I
this place.
said-
You just looking to
what-
shoot.
Yeah, no, I definitely.
You
yeah.
just looking to shoot.
I was trying to protect
I've
us.
been waiting for a motherfucker to
I was
try
trying
me.
to protect
Oh,
us.
sorry, y'all.
Hey.
First of all, when I said, hold on, hey, my bag, he said, hold on, wait a minute. The door is kind of, his hand went right there like, hold on.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Man.
So-
the door. No, but
And you were
Rod
trying to
saying-
beat him to the damn punch.
I ain't gonna
All
lie.
I'm saying is-
I wouldn't have stopped her because.
Thank you.
No. Thank God it was you because God bless his soul. You know what I mean? God bless his soul. Wait till y'all see that video. It was somebody who Rock kept asking me all these questions. I said, I don't know. I'm not cut from that cloth. God bless his soul. I was like,
Man.
It was about the snitching, right?
yeah, it was about because we was talking about Tekashi 6ix9ine, and then he was like, but what if they come in? You know the guy, the police. I said, I ain't saying nothing. You said, but what if you? I said, whatever. God rest his soul. He talking about, so what if he come in your house? I said, I ain't telling.
I agree.
I was like, that's some stuff I gotta handle on my own.
Shut up, Rodney.
Wait till I drop the video. I've been every Thursday I forget. By the time I remember to drop the video, it's Friday. Every single time. Thursday I'm gonna drop the video for a throwback.
Do that. Yeah.
A throwback video. Wait till you see it. Rod asked me all these questions. He told me so, yeah, but. I was like, I said, I'm not cut from that. I'm not cut from that. Somebody, listen, man.
All I know
I'm
is
retarded.
I'm happy that it was you.
I don't want to hear what you got to say now.
Are we not happy that it was him that came
I was
through
definitely
the
happy
door?
that it was Rod.
We were happy that it was you that came through the door. That's all we saying.
But
If anybody
What?
else, male or female, it was
curtains. Taps.
I'm sorry.
Yes, I agree
actually
with you,
counted
Rodney.
Shut up, Rodney.
We actually counted you out that day.
I agree with you, Rodney.
You
She
gonna say
can't
we
wait.
counted.
She can't wait to press that button.
He was about to get you too.
Why you bringing other people into it?
You said
Cause you gonna keep throwing you gonna keep throwing me under the bus. He was about to get you too. You gonna come here and tell me he's a good friend. He's about to take you out of here.
15. You talk about 2.
He's about to take you out too. You know what?
You know what?
Close them out, Rob.
You're right.
We appreciate everybody. Make sure if you guys have weapons, you get properly trained. And just go around ready to shoot people, especially co-hosts.
You know,
Once again.
Shoot you wasn't when we shooting in the gym. Shoot you wasn't when we shooting in the gym.